put bubbles over here. So in this pass one, what happened? We are comparing two elements each time and replacing them. Okay. So in pass one, you can see that all the elements are not in sorted order. Okay. So now in second pass, we will start. So one by one, it will accommodate the maximum number, first maximum number, then second maximum number, then third maximum number. So in this algorithm and in this algorithm also, you can see that the maximum will accommodate it first. Okay, maximum will accommodate it first. Here also maximum will accommodate it first. Then next maximum, okay, it will accommodate it next, and so on. So there may be no guarantee that how many passes it require. Okay, within 3 pass also it may be complete itself, or it requires some passes. Okay, so let us see 42, 46, 47, 48. So this is sorted in 3 pass. But in this particular case, you can see that in the pass 4 also it requires to sort. Okay, so that's why we have calculated that n number of elements are there, then n minus 1 number of passes will be required. For 5 element, it will require 4 passes. And similarly, to access the element, we have started counting from 0. Or one can start pass from 0 to 3 also. But no problem, there is no issue. So this is the reason why inner for loop is required. And I had not given one curly brace over here. So you can use curly brace over here because this for is connected to this for. So this is immediate next instruction. Okay. Or you can simply put one curly brace over here so that you will be able to understand that why this is required. So now this pass will be completed. So inner for loop is very, very important. Without inner for loop, you can compare. See, if I omit this for loop and if I run this particular algorithm, then this will be the answer. Okay, this will be the answer after pass one. But each and every time we need to sort it. And this is the simplest kind of sorting algorithm. Any doubt?
सर ये इनर फॉर लूप में सर
इनर फॉर लूप में
साइज -2
क्यों लिखा है हमने?
हाँ सर।
हाँ तो देखो, लास्ट एलिमेंट को कंपेयर किससे करोगे आप? साइज -1 लिखोगे, कोई भी एलिमेंट्स कहां से कहां तक रहते? 0 1 2 3 4 रहते, यस और नो?
यस सर।
यदि मैं साइज -1 लिखूंगा तो 4 को कंपेयर किससे करोगे?
4 को
जो अरे का,
हाँ सर,
अरे का जो सबस्क्रिप्ट यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, अरे का सबस्क्रिप्ट क्या लिखा हुआ है? जस्ट चेक हियर, दिस स्क्रीन इज विजिबल, 0 1 2 3 and 4. ओके, अब मैं फॉर फोर्थ नंबर का फॉर लूप लाता हूं, i = 4. तो 4 इज कंपेयर्ड विद व्हाट? किससे कंपेयर करेंगे उसको?
हाँ सर, साइज -2 मतलब 3 से हो जाएगा। यस सर।
ठीक है, दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव रिटन दिस। एनी अदर डाउट? So passes are required, you know, passes is very, very important. And there are 3 cases, okay? Worst case, then average case, and then best case. In base case, what happened? First, like this will be our, suppose this will be our array. Then we need not to go for exchange the array, and it will in first for loop and first everything means first this first for loop and this first for loop, it will give the answer. Average case, it requires 2 or 3 runs, like in previous example, not previous, in this example, this is the average case. Okay, average case because it has solved the problem over here, somewhere here. And in worst case, what happened? Worst case require so many passes. So let me show you. Here change is there, yes or no? 35, 36, no change. यहाँ पर change is required. Here change is required. Here also change is required. And similarly, in this particular case, change is required. Here also change is required. Again, change is required. Here no change. Then similarly here, change is required. There also change is required and no change. Finally, here change is required and here no change is required, and this will be the algorithm. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
Fine. So let me discuss little bit special kind of algorithm. So this is what, suppose if you put mean as a program, so this is our program, one program, and if you remove all these lines, only print the mean, then also it is very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 line program. Okay. Similarly, in this median also, it is going to sort this. It is printing unsorted array, then sort this, and after sorting, this will give you output. So again, it is 4, 5 line program. In this mode also, only this line is important. If I'm not going to print any unsorted array, then also here 7, 8 line program. So because if you know the concept of mode, median, mean, etc., then you can easily write the program. Okay. Similarly, here bubble sort is given. Bubble sort only 2 pass algorithm, pass 1. Okay, and means not 2 pass algorithm. You can put curly brace for your convenience. Otherwise, it is not required because this for is directly attached with this for. Okay. So likewise, you can write the thing, na? You can write the software, because in software there are 10,000 lines of code, millions lines of code. Then how do you say that I'm going to explain you only 4 or 5 line program? You can combine several programs and it will become a very big program. It looks very big program, but it is not that. So let me explain the binary search. Okay. So this is our index. This is our index. Index means, suppose here B is passed. So this is B. Okay. Now, and these are the elements written in sorted order. And I want to search, let us say 24. Key is 24. Then let me put some other matrices also. So this is indexing of B0, B1, etc. Okay, up to B14. Now I'm going to erase this. And I want to put some other things also. What are the requirement of current time is, we need insert. Oh, insert is not there. Fine, not an issue. Low, high, and mid is also required. So how do we go for this? Low, high, mid, and any other thing is required? Comparison, 4 comparison is required. So how many total? Low, high, mid, and 3 comparison. 3, 3, 6. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 such columns are required. So let us create one table, insert table, 20 columns and number of rows 2. So this is our table. And now I'm going to paste this. Just try to understand that how do I write the answer. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So this is I have deleted this. Now so this may be low, then high, and mid, then comparison. So what is first comparison? First comparison is low is less than high. Low is less than or equals to high. Next comparison is yes, search key equals to B middle. B middle is our search key. If it is not, then what will be the low and high? So let us try to run this program. Okay. So these are our element and we are going to search 24. We are going to search 24. So how do it will work? Just try to have a look. So initially, what is the value of low? Initially, we have passed low as 0 and high as 14. Okay. So initially 0, 14, and what is mid? Mid is 0 plus 14 divided by 2 will give you how much? 7. So just try to execute the algorithm. This much is sufficient. So my screen is visible or not? Full screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now is it clear? Initially we have passed 0 and 14. So now this mid will be 7. Okay, so we have calculated this. Now it will print row. So I am not going to print this row. What row is printing? I am not going to print this because there is no meaning of without understanding this function. I am not going to do this. Fine. So omit this step. Now, if search key equals to B middle. So what is the search key? B middle. So here, what is the value of B middle? B7. Okay. So what is the value of B7 is? B7 is 14. Okay. So 14 is given. Now, whether this search key means 14 is less than B middle, 24 is less than 14. Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. So now go to next step. Okay, go to next loop. If it is no, then what it will doing? If search key is not like this, if search key is not like this, then what it will do? Low equals to, it will perform low equals to middle plus 1. It will perform low equals to middle plus 1. Now in low equals to what is middle? Middle is 7, 7 plus 1 and high is still 14. Okay. Now this is while. So again we are going to this low is less than high. So what is low? Low is 8. 8 is less than high. Yes. Now what is middle? 8 plus 14 is? How much? 11.
11.
Okay. Yes. Now whether low is less than or equals to high, whether low is less than or equals to high, ये कहीं लिखा है क्या हमने? ये तो है ही नहीं. Okay, इस जगह पे है. Fine.
So while
So
में
there is no. So now this is 11. What is B middle? B11 is 22.
22.
22 is coming. Okay. In this particular step, this is our low. This is our low. And this is middle. And this is high. Okay. In this particular step. So low, middle, high is like this. Now in this particular step, This is 22. So 22 is our 11 is our middle. Okay. So this is our middle 22 and low is what? What is low? Low is 8. So 8 is low. This is our low. And 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, and 28. What is the philosophy behind this? The philosophy behind this, if you are going to search this thing, okay, we are going to search this thing, whether search key is less equals to B middle. If it is not that, then search key is, what is our search key? 24. So 24 is less than B middle. Okay. 24 is greater than B middle. It means it is, this value is in upper side. Okay. Because it is sorted array. So it will search for another half. It will not searching for any other thing. So now this is our low, this is our middle, and this is still high. Now, what is our current value? Current middle is 22. Now, search key is less than middle. Search key is 24. 24 is less than middle. Here, search key is 24 is less than 22. Yes or no?
No.
No. So now what it will do, if it is not, then it will go to this particular place. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now what is the value of low? Low is middle. So what is middle? 11. 11
11 plus 1.
11 plus 1. Okay. So now this will become 12. And what is high? High is still 14. Okay. Now what is new middle? This is 6 plus 7, 13. 13 is the new middle. Okay. Now let us check from which elements? 14, 12 to 12 to 14. Yes. So this is our 12, 24, 26 and 28. So these all are the things. And now it is searching for the middle. Whether search key is middle? No, it is not there. Then else if search key is less than or less than middle, so 26 and 24. 24 is less than middle. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of middle now? What is the value of high now? High is 14 minus 1 and low is still 12. Okay. And then what is middle now? 12. Okay. Because this is integer value. Now just check on middle value. So this B middle B12 is 24 and this is our search key and this is yes, and now it will stop. So what it will return? It will return location equals to 12 and the element is found. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Fine. So how many steps it require? 1, 2 and 3. In 3 steps this will be completed. In another case, what happened? We need to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So it requires 13 steps and after 13 steps the key will be performed. So this is very simple thing. The algorithm divides the array into two parts. Okay. And because our 24 is the element, so it is moving us towards 24 side half. Okay, so that's why this algorithm is very easy to run. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Fine. So this print row function will printing for that row, like what is the name of array and the middle and the high. Okay. So this is philosophy binary search for sorted array. First important thing is sorted array. If it is not sorted, then please sort it. Okay. Then compares middle element with the key. If equal match is not found, it will check whether key is less than middle. If so, it looks in first half of array, and key is greater than array, looks in last half of array, and then repeat this for uh, until we cover all the elements, or we reach to the conclusion. So this is very fast, and it requires n steps, means 5 steps for suppose there are 30 elements. For 30 elements, it requires 5 comparisons only, or 5 steps. How? So this is because it divides the array into so many parts. So if we calculate the log of this, it will give you 5. Okay. We have already seen the case of 12 elements. Okay. Let us see log base 15. So what will be the answer? It is approximately 4. So we have already done within 3 steps. Okay. And log base 30. If we calculate this is this as 16, then exactly 4 will come, and this is 32, then exactly 5 will be coming. Multiple subscripted array. Now this is also known as 2D array, used for matrix multiplication. So you better know how matrix will be multiplied. So this is our row, and these are the columns. Okay, columns are vertical, rows are horizontal. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you write 0, 0, row and column order? What is the order? Row and column order. So this is our matrix and written in row and column order. So column as subscript and row as subscript. So row is just connected subscript. So that is the way you can access the element. You just try to write it in your copy so that you'll be able to understand what is going on. And you can simply write this as C1, C2, C3, and C0, R0, R1, R2. So this will be, suppose element is A00, A01, A02, A03, A10, A11, A12, and A13. Similarly, A20, A21, A22, and A23. Okay, so this is our matrix format where you can write here. Column 3 is shown. Yes, column 3 we have also shown. So this is the way you can write the matrix. Any doubt? So please write it down.
No, sir.
It is very important. Please write it down. It is very important. Why? Because I'm explaining, you are listening only. So you are in inactive mode. So when you write, you will be able to understand what is written. Okay. So it is my request, not mandatory, but it is my request. Please write it down. I will start within 120 seconds. So those who know matrix multiplication easily, he is able to calculate anything out of this. Okay. So I think it is completed by you. Let me start explaining the next thing. So how do we initialize this element, these arrays? So there are multiple ways, like this shows the initialization. So 2 cross 2 matrix is there. So 0, 1 and 0, 1. So this is written like this. 1 and 2. So this is our element number 0, 0, and this is element number 0, 1. This is 1, 0, and this is 1, 1. Okay. So initialize group by rows in braces. So this is one row, row number 0, and this is another row, row number 1. If not enough is unspecified element set to 0. So how do you set it to 0? Like this is row number 0 and this is row number 1. So here you can see that another element is not there. So that's why 0, 1 is set to 0, 1 is set to 0. Okay. Now specify row then column. Specify first row then column. So this is very important thing. This is not column row, row column and matrix. You must remember this thing. Okay. Then only you'll be able to initialize and access the element. So if we print this particular thing, 0, 1 is written. So suppose this is the matrix. So this is row number 0 and element number 1. So it will print 0. Okay. If this is the statement from this particular array. Any doubt? Because this is little bit complicated. Okay. Now come to double subscripted array. Only double subscripted array we are using. Fine. So average, maximum, minimum, and the print array function we are using. So in this case, this is one array. Okay. This is one array of 2 dimension size, 2 by 2 dimension, and the exam has 4 dimension. Student has means not 4 dimension. Total 3 student and 4 exams are there, and we will pass. In previous example, what happened if we are using single dimension, then we pass only a size of that array. Here we require m and n also, m cross n size. So let us try to execute this program. Initially, integer student will be created. Integer student is created as an element, not element, it is integer value. Now constant integer student grades. So this is written in terms of students and exam. So what is students? Student is row and exams are column. Okay. Now it is written 77, 68, 86, 73. Then 96, 87, 89, and 78. And finally 70, 90, 86, and 81. You can see that these are the students' marks. Okay. And how many students are there? 3 students. Okay. So the array, if you want to print, if we take the output, so the array is, in this particular case, the array is, after that new line will be coming, and then print array function will be called. So in this print array function, what are the 3 parameters? First parameters is array, and second parameter is size of row, and third parameter is size of column. Okay. So in 2 dimension array, we require rows and columns to pass. Now, after that, this print array function, what it will do? It will just execute 2 for loops. Okay. So this is our print array function where it is. This is our print array function. So what it will be printing? It will printing I and j, and it is printing these many number of spaces are there, and it started printing the array is, okay. The array is written where? It is written in main program. The array is, it is written in main program. And after that, whatever it is going to print for I equals to 0, I is less than or equals to pupils -1 and I plus plus. Inside that it is writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is written, and it will write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in row wise. Okay, in row wise order. So let us try to print individually. So this will print 0. This line will print 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now, for this particular line, I equals to 0. I is less than or equals to pupils. So this pupils is what? This pupils is, this is our array, incoming array, and this pupils is our row, and this test is column. Okay. It is not necessary that you need to write pupils and test. You can write anything, but let us now try to execute this. For I equals to 0. For I equals to 0, what it will print? Student's grade %D. Student grade %D. So it will write very simple thing. Student grade, and then bracket, and then bracket, and then inside that %D I will be coming. So this is 0. Okay. And after that, because this for loop is connected, this for loop is started from here and it will end at here. So it will automatically use this statement also. So now it will start running from j equals to 0, j is less than or equals to test -1. So what is test? Column. Okay. So how many columns are there? 4 columns. So, and how many rows are there? 3. So it will run for first iteration. This is our row number 0, and now it is running for column. So there are 5 columns. Now due to this spacing, okay, it will start from left spacing. Fine. So it will write the grade I and J. Grade I and J. So in the previous matrix, what is written? I and J, 0 and 0 is 77. So now I'm writing 0, 0 as 77, 0, 1 as 68, 0, 2 as 86, and 0, 3 as 73. So this for loop runs until means up to how many times? This will run up to 3 times. Okay, and this will run up to 2 times because number of rows are 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. Now, once again, it will write students grade, then 1, and then it will start executing this for loop. So this for loop is without any /n. Okay, no /n's are there. So that's why it will start writing from here. But whenever new for loop will start, it will start it from /n. That's why new line will appear. Okay. So now it will write 96, then 1 is 87, 1 2 is 89, and 1 3 is 78. I don't know what is written, but I am using this particular output as it is. Fine. And maybe this is written here 96, 87, 89, 78. That's. And now the last for loop, that is student's grade, and then 2 is written. Then 2 0 is 70, 2 1 is 90, 2 2 is 86, and 2 3 is 81. So this will print like this. So this is the use of print array function. So once you have created the print array function, it will ease your life. Okay. Now, so this array will be printed like a previous whatever I had shown. Fine. Now, next thing is this will print the array like this here. Now in the next 22nd line, what will be printed? So it will print lowest grade. And then it will print highest grade in next line. Lowest grade equals to %D. Okay, something will be printed here. highest grade equals to percent D. Now it is going to calculate minimum and maximum. So let us see how do we calculate minimum and maximum. Here the algorithm is little bit complicated, not that much complicated. If you have array, then you can find it very easily. So let me write the array first. Okay, so what is our array? 77, 68, 86 and 73. So better to keep this, and I will cut this particular portion. So this is our array. And maybe it is visible to all of you. It is very important. Now, let us check this function. So this function uses the main array and the not low, this is row. And this is our column. Okay. Now, what is I and j? So it is nothing. It is used for loop. So I and j will be written. And any other thing, low grade is 100. Okay. So this is our low grade. It is stored as 100. Fine. Now for I equals to 0. For I equals to 0. I equals to 0. I is less than or equals to pupil minus 1. So I will run up to how many times? 2 times. Okay. And I plus plus. And what is written for j equals to 0? For j equals to also 0. J equals to 0. J is less than or equals to test. So j will run up to 3 times. So j will run up to 3 times. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Similarly, I 0, 1, and 2. Okay. Now, if the grade ij is less than or equals to low grade, so our low grade is given. So we will swap here. We will swap. This is a program for finding minimum. Okay. So let us start first loop. First, we are going to execute 0, 0. Okay. 0, 0. Ij is 0, 0. So what is the value of 0, 0? 77. So 77 is less than 100. Yes. So what is low grade? 77 is the low grade. Now, next is 68. Okay. So now 77, but we are going to compare Ij. So Ij is 67. No, sorry. Now 67 is compared with 77. So 67 is less. Now 67 will be the low grade. Okay. Again in third 86. So 86 is compared with 67. So this is still 67 will be low grade. Fine. Because no, this is no as answer. Now 73 is less than 67. No. So again, the answer is 67. Still the 67 is in lowest position. Fine. So we have executed for I equals to 0 and j equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is executed. Inner for loop. Now inner for loop, one iteration is completed. Now go to second. Okay. Now second iteration of I will start. So inside that I, what is this is our 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. So inside that thing, it will compare grade ij. So grade 1, 0 is what? 96. 96 is less than 67. No, so 67 is still in minimum. Similarly, in that 87, okay, 1 is 87. So 87 is less than 67. So again, 67 will hold the minimum position. Then 89 is less than 67. 67 it holds the less than 67. 67 holds the position, and in now another j equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 will completed. Inner for loop will be completed. Now once again the outer for loop will start executing. So this is 20, 21, 22 and 23. Okay, 20, 21, 22 and 23. So inside that loop, what is written? 70. Again 67, then 86 less than 67, so again 67, and then 81 is less than 67, so again 67. So our low grade is 67 and this will print 67. Any doubt in this program? Is this easily understandable? Anyone? Yes. No sound is coming from your end.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. आया
Yes,
सर थोड़ा
sir.
थोड़ा
Yes,
समझ में
sir.
सर.
Now let
Yes,
me,
sir.
okay, little bit you are saying. So just try to understand with the maximum for loop. Okay, just try to understand with the maximum for loop. Whenever we are using outer for loop, okay, like I equals to whatever I is written, it will always written in which order? Columnar order. Okay, so it will again run from 0, 1 and 2. Now, whenever j, okay, this is inner for loop always written in, means if it is written, actually it is row wise, but it is written in column format and j will be written in row format. Okay, row format means j will written horizontally. So you will very easily calculate each and every for loop. So now j will start from 0, 1, 2 and 3. And just mark it. These are the outer things. Now for each inner for loop, we will divide this as this. So this will be our third for loop. This will be our second, and this will be our 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now what we can do, so here we will start performing the task. Okay, so this is our 0, 0 element number 0, 1, 0, 2 and 0, 3. Similarly, this is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2 and 1, 3. And this is 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2 and 2, 3. Okay, now comparison. So initially high grade is taken as 0. High grade is taken as 0. Like here low grade is 100 and now it will become 67. So similarly here high grade is taken as 0. Now it will start running this loop. So initially for 0, j equals to 0, 0, 0. Now it will check whether grade ij is greater than high grade or not. So 0, 0. What is 0, 0? 77 is greater than 0. Yes. Now 77 will become high grade. Next, 68.
67.
67. 68. This is 68. Oh, so many times I had written 60. Okay, just try to modify it, na? This is actually 68. I think you know the, let me erase this. Better to erase this, and instead of this, I need to write 67. Then it is much better. Okay. So be careful why I had chosen 67, I don't know. Now, yes. So now 67 is greater than 77? No. So 77 will be the greater than, yes. Then come to 86 is greater than 77. Yes. So 86 will be new, high grade. Then 73 is greater than 86. So 86 is again high grade. Then 96 is greater than 86. Now 96 will be our next high grade. Okay. Now 87 is greater than 96. No. So 96 is still there. 89 is greater than 96. 96 is still greater marks. 78 is greater than 96. 96 is still greater marks. 70 is greater than 96. So 96. 90 is greater than 96. Again 96. Then 86 is greater than 96. 96. And then finally 81 is greater than 96. So it is again 96. So this will return high grade as 96. Any doubt? Is it very easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now come to average marks. So in this average, we have already, this array is required. This array is required. Okay. And this columns are required. Here columns we are passing. And I think in this array, we have sent something in this place, in this program, average marks. Yes. In this array, we have already sent one thing, that is our row. Okay. So number of rows already sent here. That's why there is no problem. So in this particular case, what happened? Student equals to 0. So here we need to check what it is going on. So for student equals to 0, it will start. Okay. For student equals to 0, it will start. So student equals to 0, it will start, and up to what times it will running? Students equals to 0 and less than or equals to student. So that is 3 minus 1. Here you can see that 3 minus 1. So this will give you average of each student. So this is 0, 1, 2, and yes, 1, 2. Now, how do we calculate the grade? Grade for this student number 0 is total plus set of grades I. So what is our means total plus total is initially 0, and now it will checking for 0, 0. Okay, so what is 0, 0? 0, 0 is our, and this will run up to how many times? 4 times. Okay, so 4 times it will calculate 77 plus 68 plus 86 plus 73. So it will calculate the grades, it will calculate the total, and it will return the value as first one will return 76. And similarly, second one will return 87.5 and third one will return 81.75. Okay, so this is the way row wise it is calculating. Actually, row wise for I equals to 0, 77 will be answer. For I equals to 1, the answer will be 77 plus 68. And for I equals to 2, the answer is 77 plus 68 plus 86. And for I equals to 3, the answer will be 77 plus 68 plus 86 plus 73. Whatever value will be coming, if we divide it by 4, 4 is the number of subjects. So this will give you 76.0. And likewise for other rows also. Any doubt? So I think this is sufficient for today's class. And we will discuss one more case. With this, we have completed 4th unit also, but one important case is still remaining there. That is matrix multiplication. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss matrix multiplication, and then we will move for I will take your doubts, and then accordingly we will move further. Any doubt to? Yes.
सर
हमारा
एक
syllabus
डाउट
कब
था,
तक complete होगा?
टॉपिक से नहीं था, पुराने टॉपिक से था।
यस जीशा बोलिए।
सर मुस्कान कपूर।
हाँ मुस्कान बोलिए।
सर एक डाउट था, पुराने टॉपिक से है।
हाँ बताइए।
हम लोग कभी भी लिखते ना प्रिंट एफ %d।
हाँ
तो सर जब मैं सॉल्व कर रही थी किसी बुक के रेफरेंस से, तो उसमें प्रिंट एफ % के आगे 2d या 5.6f ऐसे कुछ लिखा रहता है। सर उसका मतलब क्या होता है?
ये डाउट तो आपको होना ही नहीं चाहिए, आप तो बहुत दिन से क्लास अटेंड कर रही हो। यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है, देखो ये लिखा है %-5d।
हाँ सर, ये इसे मेरे को बता दीजिए एक बार,
ठीक
मैं
है।
भूल जाती हूँ हर बार।
हाँ तो ये जो है एक्चुअली देखिए, आप यदि कोई भी स्टेटमेंट लिख रही हैं, लेट मी शो यू। If you are writing any statement and this is -5d, okay, -5d means it will start from left hand side. It will start from left hand side, okay, and 1 2 3 4 5. After that next number will come, and again 1 2 3 4 5, then next number will come. So this shows your left alignment. And this 5 shows number of spaces 1 2 3 4 5, including the answer. Similarly, if it is %5d, okay, so %5d is right alignment.
सर बट 5.6 और 5 को भी लिखा होता है, उसका मतलब क्या होता है पॉइंट का?
5.6d कहीं नहीं मिलेगा आपको, कहीं भी नहीं मिलेगा आपको।
मतलब सर कभी
5.6
लिखा होता है।
5.6f
सर वो
मिलेगा,
फ्लोट की
d
कह रही
नहीं।
है सर।
हाँ क्या चीज?
सर वो फ्लोट की कह रही है सर, फ्लोटिंग
हाँ
पॉइंट
मैं
में।
बता रहा हूँ ना आपको, वो जो आप बोल रहे हो वो भी इसमें दिया हुआ है। वो फ्लोट में देखिए आप किस तरह से फॉर्मेट लिखा रहता है, दिखा रहा हूँ मैं। यहाँ पर क्या लिखा है? %.2f। %.2f का मतलब ये है, इस जगह का मतलब सिंपल, इट इज नॉट कनेक्टेड विथ अलाइनमेंट। if suppose this is given as 5.2f, okay, 5.2f, if it is written, then 1 2 3 4 5 spaces will be there, including this decimal point, and the answer will be written like this, and it must be in right justification. Here it simply means that after decimal point only 2 digits will be allowed.
ओके सर।
ठीक है? Any other doubt?
नो सर।
Fine. So with this we conclude today's class. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice time. Bye bye.
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.